So he's going there, yes. This, so he doesn't trade. If I go there, he goes there. I cannot go here and here. Here he's attacking the rook. Let's see, I take, takes, I take, I cannot take like this because he has this move and he wants to exchange this bishop, to exchange the bishops. This move helped me because now I can go with a king there. So if I go there, then the knight is not pinned anymore. I cannot go there because he got this check and I need to block then, because otherwise this one falls. He's playing too good. Now he should do this to attack here. If I go there, he pushes. And then I need to go h5, and then he pushes the g-pawn, and then the bishop is trapped. So I need to take. So how do we do? He goes there. Hmm. Takes with check. No. I have this thread, check, and take the pawn. If he goes there, I have the check. Position is pretty bad. So he's not advancing with the pawn. I don't know. He should go check. I'm pinning the knight so I can take here. If he takes, I take again. It's also the reason why he did this move. Now he's pinned this one. If I push, he pushes with check, and then after king moves, then he takes with the pawn the knight. So let's see, I take with check, then he needs to take back, I take, he takes. I think this is working. The only way to get out of the pin. If he takes here, I take. And I take there. After he moves, either he goes with the king there, or queen. I take here with check. Now I pin the bishop to the king. Winning a piece. And he resigned. Caro-Kann defends. Attacking here and here. If it, yes, he needs to take with this pawn. And now, if he castles there, then the H file is opened. He pinned this pawn to the king. Which can unpin very quick. Now I attack there and there. H7, F7. I'm attacking now D7. Also attacking with the bishop. Okay, he protected the knight. If he's taking here, I take. He takes, I take. Then I take here. He takes, I take. And then I have a rook. Then I'm a rook up. What he didn't see. Let's check in between. If he takes, I take the queen. He takes the queen and I take the... He might take here with check, but he's losing material anyways. In this situation he should resign. Let's see, if I take here, he's got this discovered check with the bishop. But he can go here then. So if I take here, he goes e1 check. From the rook is check then, and he takes the bishop. But I'm material up, so I'm okay exchanging material. This would be a blunder if I go g4, then he's got this check, and then he takes the queen. So let's see, I can simply do this just to cut off the rook. Queen can go only here, or take. Let's take, check. And now I have discovered check with the rook. This is forced checkmate here. I take here, is check, and wherever he goes is the reason why he sacrifices the pieces now. So check, he takes or he goes there, and then it's mate with the queen. He's got no escape. French defense. So if black plays first move e6, then it's called French defense. Which now transposed to Sicilian defense. Pretty similar positions. If I push, if he takes here, then the knight is pinned, so can move. So next move he would take. he can take, but then I improve the position of the knight even more. Let's see, he takes. No, he takes first here. If I take like this, then he's got still 2 threats here, and I have only 1 defense, so he would win a pawn. And if he last captures with a bishop, then it's check and takes the rook. So I need 1 more defender here. He would need exactly to capture first the bishop, otherwise the bishop can capture here. If he captures the queen, didn't capture the queen. Now I'm castle, so this guy is not pinned anymore. Now I'm threatening to capture the knight, so it's the reason why he captured the queen. Here he blundered because I take here. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought he captures here. So we're still equal. Now I'm threatening the bishop and the knight. So one of the both pieces I will capture. So he still lost material. I'm a knight up, so he's a knight down. So he resigned. It's pretty much I'm a piece up, then he can resign. But it's not always the case, so sometimes depends on the position. You don't need all the pieces. So we have the Sicilian defense. Striking for the center. I'm happy to push here, so he cannot develop at f6. So then he develops this to consolidate the center, to strengthen the center. If he takes, I take with the pawn. Usually he goes here. So he's got 2 attackers and I have 2 defenders. And then he's got this one, which is another attacker. So I would have 2 attackers versus 3 defenders, versus 3 attackers. So 2 defenders. So then he wins a pawn. But I can do something about that. I can capture here. Oh, now he blundered. I had 2 defenders. So he blundered. First he should have yeah. I want to go here. Yeah. Wants to take this guy. And if I move here, what can he do with the queen here? He captures here a pawn. Then I go like this, and then first he needs to capture the knight. So I do this. If he takes, I take. Okay. developing another piece. Normally he should lose this game. If I don't blunder or something like that, then I win this game. I'm a piece up. Yeah, he's trying to come here, attacking the queen and the rook, and if I move the queen he takes the rook. But I'm fine, I have this move. I'm happy to exchange pieces. When you are a piece up, then you should exchange pieces. When you're a piece down, you shouldn't exchange pieces. So let's see, I go here. He can do here nothing. If he pushes, I take. Is now he pinned the knight to the king. So let's get out of the pin. And we are in a very fine position here. He might go here. This I did, so after I move, he does not have this one. Now he blundered the exchange. And in this position, if he takes, I check, he captures, I check, he goes here, only move, and I take like this. And now he needs to make room for the rook, for the king, otherwise next move is checkmate. So he should do this one now. And then I go like check, and if he goes here, it doesn't matter where he goes, but he should go here. I go here and I threaten checkmate. So whatever he does here, well, he would do this probably to prolong the game, and I would take, and then whatever pushing a pawn, I checkmate him. So it's the reason why he resigned there, probably. I would assume he saw all these moves. Take. So he pinned the knight to the king. In the French defense, it's fine to have these two pawns on the same file, so double pawns. It's fine. Usually it's not a good thing to have double pawns, but in the French defense it's not a problem. So he now put the rook on the same file, so if he takes here, I cannot take with this pawn because it's pinned. So then I must take like this. So I take like this, and then he can capture here because the pawn cannot capture. So to resolve this, so now this pawn is not pinned anymore. Good. so he cannot capture here anymore. It's the reason why I did these moves. So let's attack a pawn here. Okay, if I go here, he pushes. If I take, the one thing I don't like about my position now is this bishop is not getting out. So I do this. It's not the best way to make room for the bishop. If I push, he can take here. If I go out with the bishop, he takes with the queen here. This guy is not playing bad, not bad at all. If I push, he takes. So let's see a different. Another defender here, he also had this move, so he is attacking twice this pawn then. So the problem is here, if I go here, he pushes and he's attacking the queen, and the queen has no square to go, because here is this knight protecting and here is this knight protecting, and so I would lose the queen. So I'll let him take. I think I have no other choice but to let him take this pawn. Now if he didn't take the pawn, now it's protected twice and this one is attacked. So he missed there a good move. What can he do here? Push again. Pretty close position. So let's see. Go here. So he cannot jump here with a knight. Trying to exchange the knight. Okay. Now this one can get out because queen is not attacking here anymore. Now he's trying to come with a bishop, which is protected there by the knight. And the problem is he's coming here with tempo, attacking the queen. After I move the queen, he's attacking the rook, so I'm not allowing that. Now if he takes, I take, he takes, I take, and I'm glad to give up a rook for 2 pieces. Let's see different here, something else. Getting out now with the bishop. Now I can castle. Now I'm castling. He cannot go there because I take. wanted to checkmate here with the queen. If he takes, I take. If he pushes, I push. So I have two defenders. So his attack failed. He can also push here, but then I take. If he doesn't push, then I do even better move to not let him push. If he takes, he doesn't take. Now, oh fuck, time. Okay, this is happening while I'm because I'm also talking a lot. He would have lost this game. Now I will play a little bit faster, and I will talk not too much, because as you saw, because I'm explaining the move. But I also assume people that are watching want to understand why I play some moves, or maybe they want to learn something. So that's also important. It's why I'm streaming. So the threat was here, I take that pawn or I take this pawn. So now only this pawn is available. Striking in the center. This is not a problem. I don't need to take there because I don't want, because if I take there, first he strikes here, after I move the queen, he takes there. Bringing out the knight, trying to get there. If he goes there, I also can take. Now I come back with the queen with tempo. He attacked the queen. I have 1, 2, 3, and he's got 1, 2. Ah, no, because if I take, if he takes with check. Okay, but I can do this move, so it's not check. The queen is not on the same file anymore, but probably he will capture here, but that's fine. Okay, he brought another attacker here, but then I pin the queen, the pawn. So if I take, he cannot take with the pawn because I take the queen. Now he took here. If I go here, he pushes, and then it's protected. So therefore, I go here. He should have done this. Now he cannot anymore because I take. but he should have done this and would attacking two pieces here, and my only move was here with a rook, b1. Let's attack the knight. So he moved. So if he pushes, then I take. And my next move will be this. Try to pin this pawn. Pinning that pawn to the... so he wants to push here. But I'm fine. If he pushes, I take with the queen. I take, he takes. I take, he takes again. He's pretty strong defender. Really strong defender. So then I do this. If he pushes and I take, he cannot infiltrate with the rook. This is the reason for this move. Also, I can do next this one. This one. But I think he's using some engine. I don't think he's playing that good at 1400. I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Let's see, like this. Trying to get a pawn here. Again, pinning the pawn. Check. He needs to block. Now he needs to move, otherwise I take. And after he moves, I have two attackers on this pawn. If he takes, I take, and then both rooks are attacked. Now I'm glad to... He takes, I go there. So if I go here, I take there. He should take here with a rook. Again, time. Still talking too much, but yeah. I also think he used some engine there because he played too good. And usually I get a report from I get a message from chess.com where I get the points back, and they say they are sorry for the inconvenience or something like that, and they also say in the message they noticed that somebody cheated or something like that, and then I get the points back because they are and I get a point here. I go here, this one is protected. If he goes here, then I go here, and this one is attacked, so he cannot take here. So what did he do? So I protect the pawn. So usually you protect like this, not like this, but it depends. But here I can push, and then the bishop is free. Now I have a nice move here. Let's see if it works. So I'm getting out with a bishop with tempo because he needs to move the knight, and if he doesn't go here, then he loses material because I can go here attacking two pieces at once. So of course then he does that. And now I can castle. So I push. If he goes here, I go here to protect. If he takes here, I'm glad to take here because I have the open file, the semi-open file. That's good for the rook. Semi-open file is good for the rook. Now in this situation I can protect like this the pawn. You might go here but doesn't gain anything. I go here, he pushes, I go here, and he cannot do anything with so now that he did this, what will he do with the bishop? Bishop is unprotected and all his squares are protected here from the rook, Here is attack from the rook. Next move I take the bishop, unless he does this. Okay. I go there and now still same threat. If he takes, I take the bishop. So he lost the bishop. So this move was not good, because he cannot escape. So let's see once more, but it's good. If he takes, I take. It's fine. I do this. These pawns are connected, so connected pawns, and now I undouble the pawns here. That was also good for me. So let's see, he will take a pawn, it's not a problem. I'm pushing the pawn, if he takes here I take. So it's protected. So he's lost here. It's a bishop down, and this pawn he cannot defend against queening. As both pawns are here. The bishop is very strong. The king cannot come in, so he needs to make room for the king. So he's losing moves here. He's losing time with this move, for example. So his king can come in the game. Reason I push this one is because if I push this, he goes like, no, he's got no, he comes with the king in near. So now next move, queen with check. I could take the rook, and then he takes the bishop. Let's see. He's taking the bishop now. Yeah, didn't do. Taking the bishop, I take, and then he's going here. Still he's lost. Yeah. It's the reason why he's resigned. Okay, he's got this move. Sicilian defense is this. So this pawn moving first, Sicilian. Okay, now he's coming here with the attacking here. So I will protect like this. Getting out with the bishop, knight, so I'm protecting this twice. some point I can go here to pin the knight on the queen. Okay. I'm taking with the f pawn, so I have a semi-open file, and this one I push. So I have this semi-open file here. Pinning the knight like I said. Let's block the bishop. So with this pawn I block the bishop. Protecting the pawn here. Attacking this one 3 times. Oh, tournament ended. So let's see some other. So he wants to take here. So I do this, so I protect. He might push here. I will do this, so he needs to push here. He miscalculated here. He goes here to threaten checkmate. Oh. This. I can defend like this. So I'm defending because he's threatening to capture. Taking with the rook because I don't want double pawns here. Attacking here also, but is defended. I can capture here because this pawn is pinned to the queen. I'm also developing the rook and the knight by this move. So now I can come out with the rook. Now it's having two attackers here. If he captures here, thinking that then he can capture the rook, I have this in between move. I don't want him to take here and me taking like that. He wants to double up here, so he's threatening to check or maybe to come here with a rook. Attacking the queen, so king needs to move. If he goes here, then he loses a pawn. Because if he takes, then I take the queen. I think here he could resign already, but he's trying. This is a blunder. Now I take the rook, of course. He needs to move with the queen. Let's see, do I have an in-between move here? he's having a check. So if I take, he's checking here, and after I move, but I can move the queen here, so he cannot take. But I prefer, instead of getting this check, I prefer to block. And now I can take. Now I'm threatening checkmate because the queen is protected by the bishop. He needs to push the pawn, but then I capture here. It was the only move. Now I can capture here because this pawn cannot take. It's pinned to the king. And now do I have a forced checkmate here? He's got mate here, check, and then check, and after I block it's mate. So let's see, do I have something forced? If I take, he takes, so it's not forced. Now I take. If he takes, I take, it's mate, and if not, then check, and his only move to block with the queen. Interesting checkmate, so, but he should have resigned. But from the other side, I can understand sometimes you try also to win on time. Or Caro-Kann defense, the main line. Protecting the pawn twice, because this is attacked twice. Making room here for the bishop. If he pushes, then my bishop cannot go there, and then I need to go there. It's aiming to the h7 pawn. If he captures, pushing this pawn. If he capture, I recapture, and if he captures, I have the rook and the bishop. pinning the knight on the rook. Now he should do this. Take. Push. He wants to take here. So let's see if he takes, I go there. So it's pinned. If he takes here, I take the queen, he takes, I take. So he's doing this move. If he takes, I protect with the bishop, with the knight also. So let's see if I go there, if he takes, I take, he takes, I take with the rook. So wouldn't work. So let's see. Take here. Attack the queen. If he goes here to threaten to take the queen, I take. Very interesting position. Now the question is where does he move the queen? He didn't move the queen. And then I take. And I take here. I go here. this one I should win. He blundered. Now it's an easy win. He resigned, but very strong player. Let's see. So if you're asking why I'm doing this move, is to occupy the most space in the center. That is a good move. If I push here, he takes, I take, and then he takes the rook. So he gives up the knight for a pawn and a rook. So in this situation, I will not do that. I will do this. Same. Okay. Now I will play like this. Let's block the queen. Queen cannot get out. Can go there, but then I go here. So cannot get out here. He cannot go here. So let's see how he manages to play this game without a queen. He tries to go there. I cannot take because he takes the queen. So it's the threat. So then what I will do, oh, but if he goes there, I take with check. So it doesn't work. He might push. I take. If he pushes, I take en passant. If he pushes, I take. So let's see. If I take, it takes. What if I don't take? What if I go like this? I pin this pawn to the rook. And now if I take, it takes. I take, and if it takes, I take the rook. So he cannot take the bishop. So he did that move. Let's take like this. He might push here, thinking if he pushes, I push. He takes the pawn with check, and then I can block the check. He takes the okay. Protecting this pawn or this push. Okay. Now he's going there. Otherwise he would have captured here, and if I take, he takes the rook. It's not bad, but it's not easy to play without a queen. And now I can take, and if he takes, I take the queen. And if not, he can go here, but then the queen is stuck here. No chance to use the queen. My next move would be here, queen f3, threatening checkmate. So probably best move is to what he did, to give up the queen. But now I have a queen and knight and bishop against two rooks, and this rook, bishop versus bishop. If he wants to, I would give up the queen for two rooks, so he can take. Yeah. At this endgame he should resign, actually. Checkmate. Nice game, but yeah. So it's a thing to capture a rook, but then the queen is trapped whole game. So if the queen is trapped the whole game, cannot move, then it means you don't have a queen. It's like playing without a queen. So then is the question, should you capture the rook? It's not always about how much material you have. It's also about if you can use the material. Because if you cannot use the material, then it means it's like you don't have it. A little trap here. If he capture, I capture. If he captures, I check. After he takes, I take the knight. So it seems like he's winning a pawn, but he's not. Because it's these pawns for this pawn. So this pawn is very important for the king. For the safety of the king, because it's castled. Yeah, it's the reason why he did that. Now if he captures, I capture, he captures. I can do the move, but I don't take a pawn. So then it doesn't work. So then I will do this. So this pawn is defended. He cannot take then. So h6, a6 I mean. This so he cannot jump with the knight here. So let's see. I make room for the bishop. Now the bishop can... Nice tactic. If I take, he pins the queen with the bishop. Then the queen is pinned to the king, cannot move. So not bad. Good move. I don't want to let him take the bishop, because the bishop is very strong. He attacked here. So the bishops are both very strong in this position, aiming to the king's corner. This one is to connect the rooks. So rooks are connected. They can also move on the ranks, on the back ranks. Very interesting position here. So now he's attacking two pieces. So I defend here. Now he might push. to add another attacker here. Oh no, he didn't push. Then I push. It's with tempo. Now I can push even more. Attack this bishop. Check. He did some check here. If I go here, he's got some discoveries with a rook, but doesn't help. He cannot take a piece for free. So now I'm attacking checkmate here. I'm threatening checkmate. So he needs to take, I take. So he has not enough time to capture here. I do have some threats here in this position, some checks here. Yeah, he did this one. So let's remove a defender. So what I did here, oh, even better, if he takes, because I removed the defender, the knight that was here was defending the bishop. So now I can sacrifice here. He takes and I take, but it's even better because I take the rook now. So it's check, check again, and now I would have taken here, but he did even a worse move, so I take the rook. So now you count material now. I'm up the exchange. I have a rook versus a bishop as a difference of exchange. I'm threatening here, check. Threatening to take here. He takes, I take the rook. So I'm winning a bishop, which he didn't see. And I take the bishop. He resigned. So this is the English opening. Might push here. It's similar to the game before. He also did this move and I pushed the pawn. The position was a bit different. This is why he not jumps here. So I can go with the bishop out. Otherwise he would have jumped here and threatened the bishop. So I didn't wanted that. If he goes here, let's see, I take and I threaten to take again. He might go here. Ah no, he's pinning the knight, so I cannot take because the knight is pinned. He might go here to protect. more protection to this pawn. I don't need to take the pawn quick, at the right time. I'm taking the pawn at the right time. So if I take here, he's got this, he takes here and threatens to take. So it's a pawn for a pawn. So it doesn't help. And now he's threatening here to check, and if I take, he takes with the pawn. So I do not want that. Let's see some different. Now I have the semi-open file for the rook. The pawn is, he protected the pawn. Doing like this. This pawn is protected by the knight and by the pawn, so he cannot sacrifice here. I mean, he can, but he doesn't gain anything. I'm attacking here the pawn twice. Let's see what can I do here. I do this. If I do this, it goes like that, so it doesn't help. If I do this, so let's see, let's use the queen, because the queen is doing nothing there. This is fine, but I can do this now. And if he doesn't take, I take the other. Or he needs to move back. Now I also threatened here to take. Which it seems he's happy to. Position getting getting interesting here. Okay, I go back. Give up that pawn for this pawn. Also have this move, which threatens queen and bishop. Same here. He doesn't have this one to pin the bishop because I take the queen. And now I'm doing this to protect here. This is protected by bishop, this by rook, queen is attacked, and bishop is attacked. So if he doesn't take the queen, then he's losing a bishop. You take here, I take there. Push. He's going there to threaten check. So it seems to be a draw. But it's not a draw. Yeah, I have 2 seconds on the clock. Yeah. It happens. So let's see here. We have King's Gambit accepted. This is my favorite opening, the King's Gambit. Take the pawn back. Now he should go here. Okay. But I'm fine with I have a lot of possible way to attack this the pawn here. did he do? Ah. So now I'm taking here and I'm threatening to take to win the exchange. He resigned. Because I can take like that. Yeah, mistake. But even taking like that is not good for him. Sicilian defense, so if this pawn goes first, then a Sicilian. Trying to take here. Which I'm fine. He takes. I take. Still fine. He takes. I take. He takes a pawn with a queen. So let's see, I take, he takes, I take with the queen, threaten checkmate in a few moves. So he can do this. Let's see. I don't think he sees the checkmate here. It's check, 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 and checkmate. Exactly. Check. He's forced to go in the corner. Another check is forced to get out. Check and checkmate. It was quick checkmate here. Pierce defense. So then I would do this. So what? trying to go here, threaten queen and take. If he goes here, I go here. So let's see, I take, takes, I take, brings the other guy. This one doesn't work because I have the bishop protecting this square. Otherwise he would have checked and he would have won a rook. threatening checkmate. If he moves with this guy, then it's checkmate. And if not, then it's check here, and it's also checkmate. So he needs to go with the rook to make room, but then he loses the knight. He might do this, but then he loses the knight with check, takes, and I check here. And after he moves, yeah, this is also checkmate. He needs to take, it's the only move. Checkmate. This, I go here, and if he takes with check, I go here, and then his knight is trapped. He might push here and try this check, but also doesn't work because push. Okay, first he's doing this one, taking with the pawn, so I'm protecting the D pawn. Taking like that. And now, okay. So if it's going here,